Hello everyone and welcome to my home and away news. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 7 Little Johnstons fans tear into Alex for cringe move. 7 Little Johnstons cast member Alex Johnston recently did something that many fans see as cringe. So what did Alex do this time around? And what are viewers saying about it? 7 Little Johnstons. Alex Johnston and Emma Johnston are now navigating adulthood. As 7 Little Johnstons fans have seen, Emma Johnston and Alex Johnston were the last of Trent Johnston and Amber Johnston's children to reach adulthood. Viewers have seen them grow up on the TLC family show for years, and now they enter into a brand new chapter. Unfortunately, as 7 Little Johnstons fans have seen, Trent Johnston and Amber Johnston still treat their adult children like children a lot of the time. And when someone like Anna Johnston tries to step outside of the lines, she gets ostracized for it. So it's a bit of a catch-22 as Alex, Emma, and the rest continue to navigate their lives. Alex Johnston's relationship with Ali Smith, a big part of his storyline. When it comes to Alex Johnston and his TLC storyline, the main focus for some time has been on his relationship with Ali Smith. Alex followed the advice of his parents and found a little person who he clicked with, and viewers have seen them navigate their relationship in recent scenes. Alex had moments where he struggled with the fact that he and Ali had to maintain a relationship long distance. This is perfectly understandable, especially if you've ever been in a long-distance situation where you do not get to see your person as much as you would like. However, Ali also went on the family trip to Puerto Rico and more. So even with all of the challenges, they have certainly found a way to make things work. 7 Little Johnstons fans slam Alex for cringe move. Recently, 7 Little Johnstons fans called Alex Johnston out for what many see as his latest cringe move. Like many of his siblings, Alex runs an online store, primarily specializing in origami pieces. Based on recent updates, Alex showed off some new buttons that had many commenters rolling their eyes. One button in particular drew a firestorm from 7 Little Johnstons commenters. It was the Alex and Ali fan club button, and commenters had a lot to say about it. The latest episode of 7 Little Johnstons had fans across the board doing a double take, and not in a good way. While the show often mixes humor with heartwarming family moments, it was Alex Johnston's latest on-camera move that sparked a social media storm of disapproval. Longtime viewers didn't hold back, slamming what they called a cringe move that left even the other Johnstons visibly uncomfortable. So what exactly did Alex do that had fans up in arms? Let's rewind. The setup, game night, goes off the rails. It all started with what was supposed to be a laid-back family game night. Amber had orchestrated a trivia challenge in the living room, trying to get everyone together for some bonding time. The room was filled with laughter, snacks, and the usual sibling banter. But when it was Alex's turn to answer a question, he decided to take things in a completely unexpected and very awkward direction. Rather than simply answering his trivia question, Alex stood up, dramatically cleared his throat, and launched into what could only be described as a bizarre impersonation of Trent in dad mode. The exaggerated dad jokes, mock disciplinary tone, and over-the-top mannerisms didn't exactly land well with the rest of the family. "Son, what are you doing?" Trent asked with a half-smile that quickly faded. Amber crossed her arms and stared at him. That's not even funny. Even Emma, who normally laughs at Alex's antics, just blinked in awkward silence. The mood shifted, and the room that had been filled with chuckles turned painfully quiet. The internet reacts, not cute, just cringe. Within minutes of the episode airing, fans lit up Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook with commentary. "That was the most secondhand embarrassment I've felt in years," one viewer wrote. "Alex is too old for this kind of juvenile attention-seeking." "Read the room, dude," another chimed in. "He thinks he's the funny one of the family, but this was just so forced." Even his siblings were like, "Nope." Some fans tried to defend Alex, suggesting maybe he was just trying to inject some levity or be the class clown. But others weren't buying it, arguing that his performance felt like he was trying way too hard to steal the spotlight in an episode that wasn't even about Alex and the need for attention. While Alex has long been known for his goofy sense of humor, fans are starting to wonder if there's something deeper going on. One recurring theme on forums is whether Alex is feeling overshadowed as the Johnston siblings mature, get into relationships, and explore life beyond the family home. Liz has a baby. Jonah's in therapy and working. Anna is doing her own thing, and Emma's all about social media these days, one commenter posted. Maybe Alex feels like he has to do something outlandish just to stay relevant on the show. Others speculated that the show's producers might be encouraging more dramatic or silly behavior from Alex to keep things lively. But fans were quick to point out that even scripted silliness needs to feel authentic, and this just didn't. Family tension brewing? The Cringe impersonation might have seemed like a one-off awkward moment, but eagle-eyed viewers caught more subtle signs of brewing tension afterward. Trent didn't say much the rest of the episode, and Amber looked visibly annoyed in her confessional. "I think sometimes Alex doesn't think before he acts," she said, choosing her words carefully. "We're trying to give him the space to express himself, but there are times when it's not appropriate." Emma, usually his closest ally in pranks and laughter, even appeared to distance herself. "He's gotta grow up sometime," she mumbled while scrolling on her phone in a later scene. The fans demand growth. After the episode aired, it became clear. Fans are no longer willing to excuse Alex's quirky behavior as just harmless fun. While most agree that every Johnston sibling has brought something special to the show over the years, many are now pushing for real growth from Alex. "Look, we've watched this kid grow up," one fan wrote. But there comes a point when being the goofy one starts to feel more like a crutch than a personality. Some fans even suggested that Alex might benefit from a storyline focused on maturity, maybe a job search, a meaningful conversation with a parent, or even personal goals that don't involve being the center of attention. A wake-up call? Whether or not Alex will take this moment as a wake-up call remains to be seen. The show has hinted at some big changes coming up for the younger Johnstons, and it's possible producers are laying the groundwork for a character arc that forces Alex to confront the consequences of his behavior. One thing is clear. 7 Little Johnstons fans have their eyes on him now more than ever. The message they're sending: time to grow up, Alex. Final thoughts. The cringe that sparked a conversation. While Alex's cringe move may have started as a failed attempt at humor, it's ended up doing something useful, sparking a much-needed conversation about identity, maturity, and growth. Fans have been emotionally invested in the Johnston family for over a decade, and they want to see the kids evolve into adults with depth, ambition, and yes, the occasional laugh, but not at the expense of authenticity.